hope my neighbors don't see me talking to myself out here. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I'm filming outside. So this week we're talking about our hopes and fears. Going into this, I had a list of things I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to finish a book. I wanted to find an agent. I wanted to sell said book. And I wanted to get one foreign right. Just because I think it'd be really cool to have my book on my shelf in foreign language. As it stands, I only have one of those things left to accomplish. My list isn't huge. I didn't put things like make New York Times lists on it because those things are kind of out of my hands. Everyone hopes that their novel's going to do good, but I think there's only so much we can do. I want people to like my book, but it's not up to me whether they like it or not. That said, my biggest fear is that people won't get it, that they won't get the characters and love them the way that I do, that they won't understand their flaws and where they're coming from and why they act the way that they do. I just hope to do well, and I fear disappointing people close to me. I know that my hopes are not the same as my family's hopes and my friends' hopes. And sometimes it's hard when everyone's telling you, oh, your book is wonderful, you're gonna get such a huge following and people are gonna love it, because you don't know and I don't know. And though those are wonderful compliments, they're scary too, because if I don't do that and people don't like it, then I'm letting you down, though I never signed up to let you down. There's this thing called the Hedonic Treadmill. I think that's what it's called. I'll link to it in the sidebar, whichever way that is. I think it's that way. Or maybe that way. Crap. My fear is that I won't be able to find the sidebar. But the Hedonic Treadmill is basically that no matter how happy you are, when you achieve your goals instantly shift so that they're never quite reachable. It keeps you going. It keeps you moving. But at the same time, your level of happiness never quite increases. Your goal may have been to get an agent, but once you get that agent, your goal is to sell your book. And then once you sell your book, your goal is to get a movie deal. And then once you get the movie deal, your goal is and on and on and on and on. It's a treadmill. You keep running and running, but you never get anywhere. My goal is to stay off that treadmill. My goal is to be happy with what I have. Right now, I'm in a position where I'm editing for a publisher. If you told me this was happening a year ago, I think a lot of writers get caught up in that treadmill and they never quite enjoy the process. So that's what I'm trying to focus on, is how happy I am just to be where I am. And I think a lot of my fear is losing that. Next week we're doing Q&A. So we have a form spring set up, and that link will also be in the sidebar, which I'm not going to point to this time. You can ask questions to all the rebels, or just me, or any one of us. I'm really looking forward to answering your questions. There's some really good ones so far. I'm not answering them just yet, but we are reading them, and I've been quite surprised with some of them. Some of them are fun, some of them are serious. Ask away, ask anything. I know me personally, I'm gonna try to ask any questions that are specifically directed towards me. Kind of do like a fast-paced question Thursday. Alright guys, that's enough sunshine for me. So I'm gonna go back in and I will talk to you guys next week.